Hi, welcome to My America Unfiltered. This is Kevin back with you again. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone doing okay. This is for educational and entertainment purpose only. And this is based on my personal opinion. And I want to start off by saying thank everyone for liking, subscribing, and viewing my channel. It really means a lot. Well, as y'all know, there's things going on in this world today that's very concerning. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear or talk about the things that's going on. What the fuck's going on with this gas? Almost $4 a gallon. Oh my God. I don't know what to do. This administration don't make no sense how this is going on. But I would like to say, how do you start a war with a country across the world with a couple crates of ammunition and missiles, knowing you don't have the capabilities that sustain a war? It makes no sense. This is the only administration I've ever seen that set out to do things and fail at everything that they try to do. And I hate the ones that didn't vote and the ones that did vote for this administration that had to suffer for the backlash. Because I know a lot of people thought that Trump was going to get in office and make America greater than he ever did. But that's not happening this time. He's not the same Trump and never will be the same Trump. This is all done for personal gains, I'm assuming. Allegedly. But I can say that this war started over several different reasons. When you got 4 or 5 different people in an administration that's around the president of the United States and around higher ups, and they're all coming up with a different lie to tell the American people, this is why we did it, this is why we did it. No, this is why we did it. Sound like everyone was throwing spitballs to the wall, seeing which one would stick. Because none of the reasons they came up with made no sense. For the last 30 years, Iran's been 2 weeks away or a week away from having a nuclear weapon. And even to the point of, I thought the first time they went and scrapped over there and hit them places, they blew up everything and pushed them back several decades from having the capabilities of doing anything like this. That was a lie. But what happened was this administration underestimated Iran's strength capabilities of how they was going to handle this situation this time. The first time wasn't no really big. They flew through and dropped bombs and got out of there and left it. Nothing didn't really happen. Wasn't nothing really too bad about what was going on. This time, they've caused a crisis. And it ain't a crisis yet. It's yet to come. Gas is going towards $4 a gallon. I think it's going to go up to about $5 a gallon before it's all said and done. How do you not predict that they was going to shut down the passage that ships go through to transport fuel, which is energy, and food and other sorts of goods that contributes to the Western countries and the United States? How don't you know that? You think you come to a country and blow buildings up and warehouses and homes and schools and kill innocent people, allegedly children, and it has no repercussions with it? We wouldn't allow that to happen to our country, I don't think. But the sad thing of it is this administration's done nothing but disastrous things since they came through the door. They started showing that to everyone once they seen that they could do things and get away with it and not a lot be said about it. They above the law. Not no other president in history's ever done these things. Not in the United States that I know of. Us Americans, we got to be more careful and mindful for who we consider is a good fit for this country while going to vote for that party. Anyone that's wealthy and has a lot of money, they don't deserve to be in office. Those are the worstest kind. Because why us American people and families start suffering from this and paying for gas that we see coming out of our checks that we earning, that feels like we're buying fuel for 2 or 3 vehicles instead of our 1 or 2 now. They don't know what it feels like. They don't know what it looks like to have $200 to last them till their next paycheck. They don't know how it feels to have to save $150 and work this week here to get your other check to put another $250 with it to pay your rent or your light bill, or to buy your kids school supplies and clothes. They don't know what it feels like to do that. They got so much money, and that's all that they want is money, 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 money. That's why they too busy worrying about things that don't matter to us. It's not helping us. This administration ain't helped us. Tell us one good thing that this administration's done that's been law abiding and productive to the American people. Can't tell me. It's non-existent. And no matter how much it personally affects millions of Americans, not in their time has Donald Trump stopped and sat back and thought and said, maybe I should help the American people instead of worrying about destructible, doing things destructible. That's always causing a negative reaction to 80%, 70% of the American people. Maybe I should have been in there worrying about Americans' health coverage to the ones that can't afford it and lost their coverage and don't know what they're going to do if they get sick or have to get on medications they can't afford. And to be honest with you, like most Americans are, living paycheck to paycheck, supporting their kids, supporting their family, paying bills, trying to live a normal life and be a productive citizen. It's hard on a person to have to take in health issues and how to get health treatment and not have no insurance that's going to help get that treatment or medication. So that means 9 times out of 10 it's going to fall solely on you to figure it out. Either sacrifice, and in some cases, some people can't even sacrifice and get it. They're going to have to just go without it and watch their health decline even further. Meaning that they're not going to be able to live as long as they would have been able to live had they had the proper insurance that this administration wanted to end so soon without having something that could take an effect. Have you realized that nothing else ain't been said about no health care? There was never no plan. Mike Johnson, how many times did he sit there on TV and lie? Oh, we could drop our plan with the medication. I mean, with the health care as soon as everything's done. No, you can't. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I hate to judge anyone, but Mike Johnson, all he runs around is he all he does is run around with shit on his nose. He ain't even got time enough to wipe his nose or to wash it before he's sticking his nose back up a ass. Excuse my language. Because if he didn't do that there, he wouldn't be in the position he's in right now. If he didn't lie to the American people on daily and constant basis when he's talking to us or speaks in front of the camera, he wouldn't be in that position. He would have been kicked out of there. This administration, if you can't agree and yes man and cover for the things that they're doing, you're no good to them. And Lindsey Graham sitting there saying that other countries need to join a war. Why do they need to join a war that they didn't have nothing to do with? Iran didn't strike nobody and start no war with the United States and bomb the United States or kill a bunch of Americans over there on their soil, hold them hostage and put them all over TV and taunt nobody. Why should they be obligated to fight that war? This was done solely on America because Trump's drunk on power. That's why he's doing the things he's doing. And he thinks the military's the answer to everything, which it's not. I would hate to see a country like Iran with nuclear capabilities. I would be scared to death, especially when you got an administration going over there killing leaders, families of leaders, and so forth and so forth. They would nuke us and nuke probably a lot of people, including themselves. But they'll never forget this. Were they deaf to America? Oh, hell yeah. It's going to be more than deaf to America. It's going to be deaf to America till they die. There's nothing no more than them wanting to see Americans suffer for what this administration's done to them and caused in their country. It saddens me that American soldiers lost their life for stupidness. They have no more interest in the Epstein files. They don't even mention that no more in the administration. Say something to Trump about the Epstein files in midair on Air Force One. He'll kick your ass off in the mid of the air. You and your camera. Just something don't sit right with the Epstein thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nothing don't. And maybe Jeffrey Epstein's disgusting ass is dead. I didn't know him. Thank God I didn't know him because I wouldn't have wanted to know him. But I couldn't, me as a person, couldn't have been around him knowing that he was responsible for the things that he was accused of, and all these women stood up and admitted that what type of monster at times he was. I thank the good Lord I don't be around nobody like that I know of anyway. It's just sick when you talking about any grown man inappropriately touching, thinking, looking at a youngin'. Don't deserve to breathe. I mean, I'm be honest with you. The Lord should come down and take their breath from them and let them go where they're going. That's what needs to happen. The Lord should punish them by coming down and just removing life from their soul and let them burn internally. It don't get no worse than that. Imagine all the victims and the families and the women, what they got to live with, though, how they sitting back and been trying to get some sort of justice out of this administration, and they ain't lifted a hand to acknowledge that they even humans and they was even victims of a trafficking sexual ring. It's a sad world. But the more files come out, the more we realize that the people that's in the files is in the White House. So y'all put the sick ass people in the White House to run our country, to cover it up even more. Allegedly. I don't know. I mean, I just go by what I see that's pretty much facts and proof of what I take in, and based on my opinion is how I view it and how that person is, how they carry themselves. And then you got to be careful, because then they can fool you then. But a lot of times you can see right through them and tell that they capable of doing some of the things that they've been allegedly accused of doing. It's a sad, sad world. And my heart goes out to the soldiers that lost their life on this senseless, meaningless distraction of a war that was caused for no reason. We didn't have to be in this war. This was to take everyone off of drilling different people about the Epstein files. This has been a shit show from the beginning. And thank the good Lord for the Republicans that really seen some light out of this here and seen the truth of it, if they change their view on how they support Trump and this administration, then I'm glad they seen the light. But the ones that hasn't, God bless you. And I hope you find peace with realizing that y'all stood on the wrong side of the law. But as is for this war, I think things is going to get worse with the gas, food. I'm already seeing bags on pumps. That's a telltale sign, telling that there's something bad coming real soon. I'm going today to see if I can purchase a 100-gallon drum and have it filled up with gas. Just in case. I'll use it regardless. I'd rather have it than not have it in case I need it. But now they can't unblock the passage, and they don't got no plan to get it open. They don't know how to. They begging and asking countries to help them. China's not going to help you, Donald Trump, so you can stop begging him. He's enjoying every minute of this. If there's nothing he wants more, and that's the dollar bill of America to collapse. And that's working. That's why Iran's done said, I want yens, payments of yens only. So they don't even want to touch your money no more. Or not your money, the United States' money. But all you got to do is follow the money and see who's got wealthy and who's earned a significant amount of money in the last year and a half or two. I just say it's crazy how the American people's getting done by a lot of things. I hope everyone sees this and votes to get this shit out of this office and get these people that not for the people out. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, independents, or no appendants. If you stand for the right thing and want to make sure the American people's took care of first and help them with health care and don't violate no laws and no one's rights or no second amendments. Because there's a lot of people out there in fear of that. I guess dropping 30,000-pound bombs on a country and make them open up the passage so they start flowing ships through with fuel and stuff. Maybe we could bomb them into getting them to open it up. I don't think it's the other country's responsibility to help with the war. They didn't start it. This was all a big plan to divide NATO with the United States because they dislike a lot of countries anyway. So this was their opportunity to justify from their point of view that why they don't want to be a part or allies with this country and that country. I feel like that's what all this here was about too. It had several reasons why this here bombing started without going through the proper channels. Well, I probably ain't told you nothing you already heard. This is my point of view, and I got some more things I'd like to share with you. I guess I'll make those here shortly and post them on here. Again, I want to thank everyone that views my channels, likes, and subscribes. It's greatly appreciated. Us as Americans need to stick together. In the end, everyone needs help. Y'all have a great day.